Good morning, everyone. Hope all of you are safe. I am Dr. Vijayapati, Chief Medical Advisor at Palito NutriCare. In this video, I want to share some very important information about diabetes and break some myths. In the social media, quite a few healers are informing the general public that diabetes is not a disease at all, and increased blood sugar level and sugar in the urine are not a problem, as the sugar which is not suitable for the metabolism in the body is simply sent out. This is absurd. We have to understand that high blood sugar levels are detrimental to our health. The most common cause of heart attack, stroke and renal failure are uncontrolled diabetes and hypertension. Diabetes is one of the common diseases known to the mankind, and it is very much detailed as Madhumeham, sweet urine, in Ayurvedic literature. The initial classification of diabetes as IDDM and non-IDDM had to be modified because many of the patients who did not require insulin initially had to put on insulin as the disease progressed. The current classification simplified is as type 1 and type 2, and another special cause is also there. Type 1 diabetes happens when the pancreas becomes damaged and fails to produce insulin due to autoimmune diseases or other reasons. Typically diagnosed in childhood, it needs to be treated as a disease with continuous medical care and parenteral insulin. In this video, what I discuss is about type 2 diabetes only. I would like you to get to know a new concept of epigenetics. That is, though you are genetically prone to develop diabetes, unless until the environmental factors are conducive, you will not develop the disease. The popular understanding many of us have about type 2 diabetes is that it is a progressive and chronic illness, which means once it comes in, it cannot be treated completely and has to be managed with lifelong medication, and as days goes by, medications may have to be increased, and if it worsens, then insulin injection has to be ordered. This understanding is both true and false. You may be wondering how it can be both true and false. I'll explain. If you continue to maintain your current lifestyle, especially the food habits, then yes, diabetes is going to be a lifelong problem. But if you decide and choose a different lifestyle and change your food habits, then most of you can completely reverse the condition and come out of medications. We have seen thousands of our customers do that. Now, when I say change in food habits, most of you may think I am going to ask you to eat tasteless food or stop. No, definitely not. You have to wisely choose your food. Choose the ones that are helpful to your body, which can eat to your heart content, and avoid foods that are harmful to your body. If you understand what actually happens in the body, you yourself will be able to appreciate why reversing diabetes should be a definite possibility. Come, let's increase our understanding of diabetes. What is type 2 diabetes? Of course, the most common way people understand diabetes is having high blood sugar levels. That is, when the fasting blood sugar levels are more than 100 or postprandial sugar is more than 126 or maybe 140 at some lab. Why blood glucose level should go up? There are two reasons. Either the required amount of insulin is not secreted from the pancreas, that is type 1 diabetes mellitus, or as in the type 2 diabetes, the insulin circulation in the body is unable to act properly as the cells have developed resistance to it, requiring more quantity of insulin than the normal situation. Initially, most of the medications taken for diabetes are intended to make pancreas produce more insulin and squeeze in more insulin into the bloodstream. When the poor pancreas fails to make more insulin as required and the cells develop resistance to insulin, physicians are compelled to add insulin to the patient's medications. It is illogical to add more insulin when there is already a lot of insulin there in the blood, a condition known as hyperinsulinemia. The clue to reverse diabetes lies in understanding insulin resistance and the concept of low carbohydrates in the diet. Actually, type 2 diabetes can be seen as a two stage conditions. In the first stage, the body actually produces sufficient insulin, but the insulin is not doing its function properly. This is normally referred to as the stage of insulin resistance. Because insulin is not functioning properly, blood glucose level go up, and to bring it down, pancreas is made to overwork and generate more and more insulin. To put it simply, what should be done with, let's say, 25 to 30 units of insulin? The body manages it by producing more than 100 units of insulin. With simple blood test, anybody can check the insulin levels for themselves. In the second stage, the overworked pancreas become tired, and over time, some of the beta cells may start getting damaged and starts producing less and less insulin. If you are in stage 1, then the probability of completely reversing diabetes with lifestyle and food choices is very, very high. And even in stage 2, we can bring excellent control with correct food choices. Based on our experience, we can tell you this with high confidence. If you are a pre-diabetic, or you have been a diabetic for less than 5 years, or have not started on insulin, that is very recently detected, then most likely you are in stage 1. You can and should reverse diabetes. If you want to understand type 2 diabetes properly, then first we need to understand the insulin resistance. Insulin is one of the most important hormones regulating body's energy metabolism. When glucose enters the blood from our meals, insulin hormone is generated by pancreas. Insulin can be visualized as a key to open cells to allow blood glucose to enter them as a fuel. Here it is very important to note that of the 3 macronutrients in our food, carbohydrates increase the blood sugar level the most. Protein has a moderate effect, and the macronutrient that has the least impact on blood glucose is fat. In our current lifestyle, we consume excessive carbohydrate-rich foods made of grains like rice, wheat, millets, and starchy vegetables like potato. Also, we keep eating from the morning till late night. This excess carbohydrate consumption and continuous eating leads to more and more blood glucose, and the body has to manage it with more and more insulin production. Gradually, for some people, insulin becomes resistant. If you have a parental history of diabetes, this situation can happen faster. The sedentary lifestyle adds fuel to the fire. Also, it would be interesting to note that insulin is a hormone which promotes fat deposition, and that is why most diabetics end up putting on weight. And conversely, if you are obese, you increase the risk of running diabetes. It is also very important to note inadequate sleep and stress also increases the insulin level and leads to insulin resistance. We have to realize that diabetes is reversible. So, if you continue to maintain your lifestyle and food habits, naturally diabetes will progress from stage 1 to stage 2, leading to lot of health complications, both microvascular and macrovascular. Let us be very clear. Diabetes is a mother of various lifestyle disorders like blood pressure, heart disease, kidney problems, and so on. It reduces the immunity levels and increases the risk of infectious diseases. When we were in the medical school, I remember in the management of diabetes, we were advised to remember 3 Ds. The first 2 Ds are diet and drill. These 2 were emphasized prior to the third D, drugs. Unfortunately, the current fancy way is to jump off to write a prescription. The person who is unwilling to change their lifestyle, which has brought out the disease to manifest, is caused to continue the medications for life. A typical medical treatment to diabetes assumes that you cannot change your diet and lifestyle and starts prescribing medicines to squeeze your pancreas to generate more and more insulin. Remember, already there is more insulin in the blood because of the insulin resistant, and now we end up squeezing pancreas to generate more insulin. Naturally, it will become worse progressively. Now that we understood the root cause of type 2 diabetes as insulin resistance, let's look at how to reverse them. First and foremost is the diet modification. Dieting does not necessarily mean starving or eating tasteless bland food, but choosing food wisely that are not harmful to your body. As I have mentioned already, the macronutrient that primarily gets converted into blood glucose rapidly is the carbohydrate. And the macronutrient that has the least impact is fat. So the wise choice would be a diet which is low in carbohydrate and high in healthy fat. In 2019, the American Diabetic Association stated that reducing carbohydrate intake was the most effective nutritional strategy for improving blood sugar control in those with diabetes. But that is forgotten. There are plenty of research available to prove this, and links to some of the most important ones are given below the description for your reference. At Palito NutriCare, under my guidance, the dietitians prepare a well-structured low-carbohydrate diet which is personalized to the individual, and they will guide you on a daily basis throughout the program. Secondly, most importantly, we need to make some important lifestyle changes. One important change is that you need to restrict the time you eat and not keep on eating throughout the day. The guided intermittent fasting is a research-backed practice which has immense health benefits. Dr. Jason Fung, a famous Canadian nephrologist, did a lot of experiments and trials and proved that intermittent fasting along with a low-carb diet helps diabetic people to control the blood sugar level for a longer period of time with no or very minimum medications. A low-carb diet along with a restricted eating window automatically reduces the amount of insulin needed in the body, thereby increasing the insulin sensitivity and thereby reversing diabetes. But for all this to be effective, you need to do appropriate exercise, sleep well, manage your stress better. When I say exercise, that doesn't mean that going to the gym and doing very strenuous exercises. You need to work out in a smart way at home to help improve your insulin sensitivity. There are some 10-minute routines which will work wonders in improving insulin sensitivity. Also, there are some simple strategies. If followed consistently, the quality of sleep can be improved significantly. At Palito NutriCare, we follow a holistic 6-dimensional approach of looking at diet modifications, eating window modifications, exercise, sleep and stress management, all under my guidance, and with a dietitian acting as a health coach, monitoring and motivating you on a daily basis throughout the duration of the program. So I want you to believe that diabetes is reversible. Reach out to us at the earliest and help us to help you live a healthy life without any drugs and be diabetes free. Thank you for watching this video.